so far. There's one spot remaining for the playoffs, and it's between Team Unknown, who we've now been told they are actually representing Team Singularity, so that's a new change here.
Yep.
I guess we'll get that changed over for tomorrow, against the Vivo KeydStarsFemale team. Now, we were speaking a bit about this before we got to this stage, before we came into this game, and it was very much like Vivo do have a chance here, but it's the experience of Singularity that can now be the difference maker in this. And on a map like Train, this is the problem. We don't know Vivo's map pool. Now, we were tweeted at by some of the Brazilian fans, and they were saying, well, they just weren't confident, the pressure and that stuff. I can accept that, right? But you still have to have a strong map pool. We've seen them play Mirage well. We've seen them play Inferno before when it was on WSG.
Yep.
But
Cobble,
yeah, we saw him play Cobble.
Great
Very
Cobble,
good,
yeah.
A really good Cobble as well. It was like 16-3 or like
yeah.
2. There you go. So solid score lines from them. But now we've seen them play Overpass, and it didn't look strong. We're now seeing them play Train, and they can't afford to make that mistake. Not if they want to come further forward and come further through. But now we know this about Team Unknown, or now they're known as Singularity. They've got pressure of being on an org as well. So you want to come in and represent that. You're expected, right? You're expected to take that spot. But you put it in quotation marks because it simply isn't guaranteed anymore in Counter-Strike. Anything happens. Upsets can be happening across the board. And I think Singularity are almost probably kicking themselves for not taking that first game against Dignitas, because right now they would probably looking at that first place spot.
Yeah, exactly right. Especially, it would have been essentially this match here, that's the upper bracket match, which is quite interesting. So yeah, we'll get a good idea to see how Keyd are in terms of like consistency, right? Because we see them win against Go Home, but then we see Unknown Singularity just smash it Go Home. So then that makes the ranking so far looks just from results: Dig, Unknown, Keyd, E-Home, right? So that's how it looks, but I still think Keyd has the potential to take it. I still think they're an explosive team. Again, as you said, comes down to this map pool. I'm going to predict Singularity to take this game, only because I went with the prediction of the Brazilians earlier, and look how well that went. And also...
You've lost faith now.
No, I've not lost faith. I still think they can take this, but it's the map pool that lets me down. If we were going into a Mirage, if we were going into a Cobble, I would go, okay, right, this is a team that
even
we know
Inferno
performs.
Point, right?
Yeah, even Inferno. Yeah, definitely Inferno. We saw Shaky Inferno from Unknown. You know, they got into overtime, but Shaky for both teams. If this was a map that I knew for Keyd, I could go, okay, yeah, I think this team is going to win. I think this team's going to take this.
Yeah.
But are we going into a map I've never seen? So I can't bank a prediction on a team I've never seen play a map. So no, I think they can take it. Hopefully it's a good map for them. But by and large, you know, I'm looking to Unknown as a solid team anyway, across all maps. So yeah, I'm calling Unknown, but of course, best of one banks. Upset potential through the roof. You know, get two pistols, you're almost guaranteed the game at that point.
So I'm in semi-agreement with you. The only thing I worry about now for Singularity is that when they come into this matchup, if they play the same style we saw them play just then against the Chinese team, Vivo can capitalize on that, because that's almost giving them that opening. Because we'll be honest, right? Singularity were playing a looser style than what you expected, right? They were able to have so much room. They weren't crazy pushing, right? But you were taking duels that sometimes you didn't need to take. You were pushing around a little bit. Even on their CT side, they could hold positions, but then run around. It was easier for them. So in the sense that, yes, they'll be warmed up, but it was maybe not playing to their, having to give maximum capability to make that win happen, because it looked very easy for them.
Yeah, again, you know, it's. I don't think Singularity will come into this one being complacent and going, "Oh, yeah, easy game. We beat E-Home. We'll be fine. You know, no worries." I think they're going to take this game seriously. You know, it's still an elimination match technically. Obviously, it's a qualification match to the playoffs to come in at second seed from this group. So likely going to be facing Rez. If you know, the team that comes through here, of course, because Rez is the team expected to go through in first seed. Against CLG Red definitely could, and we have a couple more underdogs in there. There's always a talking point for, but that's later. That's Jackie and Snods. For now, we have the final game here of Group A is, of course, going to be Singularity, otherwise known as Team Unknown, who just got picked up this event as well.
Exactly.
And KeydStars, Vivo Keyd. So, into the pistol round, or the knife round, prior to the pistol round, we go. And very important on a map like Train, you want to get that CT side starting. Even if you're Keyd here, who have clearly shown big holes in their CT side, you still want to get it. It's Train, you know. It doesn't matter how good your T side is. This is a far safer game. So we're going to get into this one. It will be Team Singularity picking their side.
Very convincingly on a knife round as well.
Yeah.
Very convincing.
Always nice. So into the pistol we go. I'm interested to see if Keyd have a lot of utility. They did in Mirage. They showed us a nice couple of executes as well on that A-bomb site. There's a map that lends itself to good utility, and already this is going to be a B play. I can just tell from the buy. You've got that Molotov. Two ways you can use that on a B play. Deep into the connector to cut off rotations. It's better than a smoke, because when you throw a smoking connector, right, someone can just dive through it. But
I thought we were going to see a triple stack on the B site, maybe, because we could potentially see that come out.
Well, we've got a quick rotation available for Candy as two players set up in the bomb site. We have the Molotov, either for connector or the post plant. I'd like to see it saved. We do have a smoke kit though on Petra, very common on train. You're always going to have a kit on CT pistol. If you don't, you're doing something wrong. And that is going to be playing deep in the A bomb site as well. So not in that typical rotation role where you usually have the kit, but either way, Keyd looking at the A site at the moment. Interestingly enough, the Molotov going out as well, so maybe they are committing here. Interesting to see this utility go out towards A. It's a deep Ivy Molotov with a smoke as well to help them out. So they're going to start to push out. USP is going to be great on this site, but already Julian opening things up. Candy's going to be dead up in the heaven. And with damage done to Kelly as well, these teams, a perfect pan has come in with a massive kill. Gabby's followed up as well, and the bomb's down for Vivo.
5 alive, just Kelly and Kim remain. The Glocks reigning supreme, and Juliana, she started off strong, right? But the rest of the team just came up. It's nearly a kill apiece at this stage. Man pushes down, that was confidence. We end up into a 5v1, and it was just dominating. They just have nothing she could do in that situation. I think Team Unknown maybe got caught a little bit off guard by that.
Yeah, I mean, interesting to see them go for the late A play as well. You know, I was not expecting that with the utility. You know, you usually just go for a B rush on this map. It's so easy to get that bomb down. Obviously, retaking is so easy for the CT side, but you know, if you want that guarantee of getting money and a good chance of getting the pistol, B is a safer call. But they do it, and they do it in style. As now, Team Singularity do have CZs, 5-7s on 2, and armor on everyone. And to force things up. Candy not saving for the AWE. Keyd. Pressure in the drop down. Not going to be seeing Petra contest that for the time being. She'll give it up, but they still look towards a B site this time. That's where we have a triple stack from the CTs. And with Petra coming in quick from the flank up that ladder, if Cammy doesn't hold it, we could see a good round for Team Singularity. Potential for them to catch these T's off guard.
There's a lot invested from the T side with the AKs being put in there, so they do have to be careful going up against these 4-star pistols. Kim's only finding one so far. She will be taken down there on top of her. Keyd have come onto this site very convincingly. Only Kelly remains 30 health. She did get one kill. Juliana's fallen, but is she able to grab the weapon in time? That's going to be the only thing she can really hope of getting away with at this stage. Pan's a little bit low, so is Cammy, but Bizner, she's not going to have any problems. Mac 10 in hand as well. She's on the hunt. She wants that money. Ooh. Kelly's no fear in it, and it's the timing, but Bizner still gets it done, gets the kill there, makes some money with that Mac 10. Only one kill for her, though. The AKs and Galils did the rest of the damage, but a solid 2-0 starting off here on train.
Yeah, good start to Keyd. Nothing to be too worried about, though, if you're Singularity. It's an Eco coming in again. A flash, potential Ivy push, or maybe even into the T-Con. That's surely going to be used for some CT aggression either way here as flash will be set up. Not going to go in. Aggression from the T side. Juliana fighting out towards main. She's going to take down 2 players. Not too much of an issue. Kelly trying to respond, and the same story for the player connected. That is Illa. She's dead too, though. And Kim already rotating. That single flashbang not gone a long way here.
Am I wrong here, but did Gabby drop a Galil and get a Mac 10?
I don't know. I can't comment.
Because they had 4 AKs. 2 Galils, 2 AKs, and 1...
Did they?
Yeah.
Huh.
She didn't die last round.
I don't know. That would be a pretty questionable decision. The money you get from Mac 10 is
oh, no, okay, Gabby did die, so it's irrelevant.
The money you get isn't that important.
No.
You ever buy up a
that
gun
you drop
over
an AK over that. No, that was my mistake. She died on both of them, but 3-0 swiftly at the beginning. We'll see Singularity on the lower buy here. No AWPs for Candy to play with just yet. And you know she wants to get her hands on that because she had such a huge game against the Chinese team, sending them home. But can they do that to the Brazilians now? Do they have it within them? Juliana starts off strong with the first kill. Candy's able to reply. The rotation already coming round, though. Candy looking to do more damage here. She's backed up with Illa, and Illa continues to oppress We said there were some questions around her performance at the beginning as a lesser experienced player, but she's shown up beyond belief as Candy continues to do more damage. It's only Cammy left alive. She finds one, but they're hunting her around. Kelly's coming from the side, and that's going to be nice and easy for them. The first round on the board for Singularity gives us a situation where they take that first buy round, they keep at least enough guns to work with here, so they've got the money to play with.
Yeah, certainly a good start. Again, you know, 3-0 is obviously nice for Keyd, but you can't look into it too deep on anti-ecos. The buys are where it really matters, and we need teams to show up, and Singularity have done exactly that. The question is, can they continue this form? Because now we have an AWP in play, and full rifles on the side of Keyd as they look to get this reset. 2 players down the Ivy, that will be Bazina and Juliana. AWP on Cammy posted up in T-Con with the bomb, just waiting. Slow default for Keyd. This is going to be our chance to see how much Keyd really have to show on this map on the T side. Straight into it, in fact, as you know, I want to see their executes. I want to see if they have any depth to train, or if it's a map they try and avoid. Obviously, in a best of one, you shouldn't usually end up on a map you're uncomfortable with, but we saw it earlier in Overpass. They clearly did not look too prepared, and we didn't see any T side executes from them. However, the money was a big limiting factor, considering that 11-4 CT side, and then the pistol going the way of Dig, but Keyd in control for now. They look to take the pop dog at the very least. That's been given over by the CT side. We have a 4-player A bomb site stack here for unknown. And we have a pause. I think the round's been cancelled. No damage has been done, so that should be no issue. Or is it a pause after the round? Who knows?
Looks like a pause after by the looks of it.
No, you can hear the chat going off. No one's pushed, so there's 30 seconds left. This is definitely a round restart. I don't know why everyone's still holding like it's live. Maybe I don't know.
See?
I don't have chat, so I can't. You know, I have no idea. But I imagine this this round is no longer live because with 26 seconds, there's no way you'd be pushing. Someone may have crashed, but with no damage being done, again, shouldn't be an issue.
Well, these things happen. This is the way it can go. We'll get whatever's needed fixed and wait. And the CT seem to be not fully sure. Singularity is not confident that this isn't around because they still used a bit of utility there, expecting a rush to come in maybe last minute or so, but no one on Vivo have actually moved around at all. So we'll just wait to find out exactly what's going on.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get Ebot to remove that round. That's a weird one. I don't really know.
10-player save.
Yeah, you know, just your typical CS round. Typical CS round right there.
Taking no risks. Just don't leave spawn. Stay chill.
Yeah, at least you keep your money, right? Or you don't, but you keep your guns.
But what we can look at here, right, is we're in a situation where it's still close. Okay, the gun rounds have gone in favour of the CT side. Singularity playing it strong. But we have seen Juliana go for the aggressive entries early on. You saw her take the fight on the B bomb site. She got one, then got taken down. So I'm not saying that's just one round says it all, but it means that at least we're knowing on an even level she's going back to playing that style again. Like, that was the style that gave them the confidence on Mirage, gave them the wins, gave them the power going forward. And we need to see that again. Juliana's actually the one that drops out, so we'll just wait for her to come back in.
It's probably just a PC crash or something, and then
sort it
a pause from the back of that. So hopefully it shouldn't be an issue. And join the wrong team.
No problem. There we go.
Restart coming in, no problem at all.
So we're all reset back to the beginning, making sure everything's fair.
Yeah, luckily no damage was done. It's never fun when you have a technical issue and there's the round's halfway through, player crashes or something. But
just so we confirm with chat as well, Juliano does play for Rez. Juliana is the Brazilian player, which you'll see on your screen, and it looks like Joltney.
Joltney, but apparently we've been told that pronunciation
That's not the way
wrong.
we say it correctly, no.
Can you blame us, though?
No, it definitely looks like Joltney in every single way. I've definitely said that across all of WESG as well. Yeah. And then we get it tweeted at us today. You're definitely wrong, lads. Okay, thanks for that.
Bit late.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Either way, Juliana,
they're not the
back
same
in the
people.
server. No, different person, completely different person. One's Swedish, one's Brazilian.
Literally polar opposites at this stage. But either way, we're going to get underway with the round. Now, not much was really told about the round to either side, right? So the T's hadn't given up like lots to it, but we're in a situation now where they can just change it up, they can do whatever, or they can just run the same strat. It depends on how risky they feel like it needs to be.
This is a round where I would say you just execute instantly. Obviously, they've lost that moment, but for a momentum getting shut down like that and then to go back into the game, if you just go for a really quick execute, you probably catch the CTs off guard quite well. But It's very common to see that after a pause, whether that be a tech pause or a tech pause, but not going to happen. Keyd, a slow round for them. They know the utility is good on Singularity, though, so maybe not wanting to run into Molotovs and nade stacks. Do set up towards the A-bomb site. Juliana already deep in the Ivy. And with players in T-Con and the Pop Dog as well, Keyd look to make a split onto this A-bomb site. A three-pronged attack, if you will. No one's watching this position. The smoke's about to fade, though, so Juliana going to lose her opportunity to strike Petra from behind. With the smoke down now, if they put it back in, she just runs in front of it. Nice shot, going to take down the first. Petra on top of the train responds. Can she do more? Yes. Second one onto Bazina, so damage done, but mainly by the CT side as they look to hold strong on this A-bomb site. Cammy with the AWP caught out in the open. She's being rushed, somehow hits a flick. Great shot from Cammy. Her teammate follows up. Pan gets an entry. They know Petra's up here as well, but they don't spot Kim. She catches Pan off guard, so now it's a 1v2. Cammy not with a lot of time left to play with, and Petra on top of the train. She'll spot her. That's the round. Singularity a second on the board.
Yeah, Petra with a huge hold there. You saw that it was actually looking good for Vivo. They'd be able to kind of come through alleyway and push further forward, make their way down and maybe be able to catch some players off guard. As she did come around though, Petra was already causing the damage. Ends it with a triple as well, and Singularity, they're now racking the rounds up a little bit.
Yeah, and this is a bit of a safe buy here from Viva. They've got pistols, they've got 1 AK, they've got a lot of utility, but they've actually invested a fair bit into this round. They don't seem to have any money left, so interesting to go for so many PT50s here. I'd love to see how this pans out. 2-3, and the smoke's raining over the site. Key looking to make a quick execute. Let's see how the CTs react to this. So smokes are down. The CTs, they have the option to get aggressive, and instead they actually go for the boost on the site. That could be quite good as well, because Gabby is coming out of the Pop Dog with a boost up. No, they fall off instead. So Canny rotates back to B just in case. Illa's going to be on the site, though. Gabby looking for that entry. Spots her. She's dead as well. The smokes mean they can get close to the P250s, and that's where these guns work best. More damage done. Candy dead. And look at these frags coming in here for the Keyd side. That PT50 setup is perfect, because it forces smoke kills here for the T's, and they're going to follow up. Bazina burst to the head of Kelly. This round looks to be over, and Bazina's made it so.
A good round there for the T side. The Brazilians making it work. They grabbed themselves everything they needed now for a successful few rounds. AWP taken in. Plenty of weapons to play with as well. Juliana's going to play with the M4. The rest of them up on the AKs. And Singularity have now had to opt for pistols. Got a bit of utility up on Petra, even defuse kit, so they're going for it. And it's got to be down to see what Kelly can do with the scout. And Cammy ready and waiting, still hits the shot. Finds Petra. In the meantime, Illa, though, gone aggressive, managing to make it work. Traded out effectively. Gabby's on top of it, but Cammy, she's reading them like a book. They're trying to push her. They're trying to catch her off guard. They may have tagged her a little bit, but honestly, they haven't. It's Juliana that's been tagged there. So, yeah, Cammy's just walking away comfortably at the moment with the AWP. And Kelly, just a scout in hand, has got to try and find a way to at least do some further damage here, but ultimately, 4v1, she is going to struggle with this.
Oh, definitely so. Execute to the B-bomb site. Well, not really an execute, they just run out contact. They don't want to throw smokes and waste utility when it's just a 1v4. Kelly already looking like she's going to be saving the scout at the very least as she goes down Ivy. It will be the eco next round for Unknown. Singularity don't have cash to play with. Very impressive that PT50 round from Keyd. Something at least a little bit new. Something I haven't seen before. And the thing is, you know, while I feel like if you go against a top team, that wouldn't work because they just fight you through the smoke or fall back so passive. It's good because it's so rare to see or so unknown to see that you know the CTs aren't expecting that, right? They're not expecting you to just rush with PT50s. They're expecting rifles, and so they don't mind playing at close range. But when you have a PT50 running at you, you know, close range in a smoke, you're just going to get melted. It does so much armor penetration that the Viva really caught them off guard. I like that idea as well. The issue is if that became a meta, CTs would be so ready for it. So it's one of those things that works, but you can't pull it out every game.
Well, a 5-2 lead on the T side of Train for the Vivo Keyd team. And again, Singularity. They're not even really forcing up, right? Just a couple of P250s, 2 USPs, and Kelly with her saved scout to try and do some damage, but she had no impact in the previous round. Can she pull it off this time around when Vivo Keyd still going confidently further forward here? They're keeping the split pick scenario. Got 3 players towards Ali. Keeping the bomb near the Pop Dog area at the moment. They're not going anywhere just yet. We've got a 4-woman stack, sorry, on the B bomb site. So It depends if Vivo Keyd can get the read. If they can get the information and work out where this is all going down, then okay, they might not run straight into it, but A-bomb site would be the place to go. Kelly all alone though, what can she even do here?
Call for rotations, call for help, because there's no way she can do this on her own. We need to see that rotate soon, because Keyd, they're heading up Ivy with 3 players, 2 out the pop. This is going to be their site to take. I like this, so they wrap towards the spawn. Are they going to go for a B play?
Yeah.
Oh no, Keyd, they're playing themselves in this round. And I think Team Singularity must know what's going on by this point.
No, because there's no way they know they're going to come from behind. There's a lot of noise being made. Pan's slowing up a little bit, but they might be able to come in here. See?
How do they not know?
No information being passed over, and despite the stack being on the B-bomb site, attacking from both sides has really caused a lot of pain for Singularity. Illa had a bit of health left, finally finished off. They're 6-2 now, and Vivo Keyd, they made it work, and they took the harder option, and they still did it with real power.
The one time I don't predict Vivo Keyd, they start things off with a 6-2 start on Train. Looking very good, though.
Basically just want to troll you, mate.
Clearly.
they're on your back, they're like,
they're doing the Fallen
He said
strat.
this again, yeah. yeah. Oh,
We'll
dear.
keep that one quiet.
We do love a Fallen strat.
We do. Everyone loves a Fallen strat, really. 6-2 up, though, for Vivo. Banks having a giggle. And Unknown certainly not. They've got no kits into this round, no AWP. Bit of utility, but Kelly, I mean, this is a ballsy pick when she's the only one with utility on her team. If she goes down here, then that's all the nades dropped. And now the smoke coming through. She's going to have to respond with a smoke of her own. She can delay it a few seconds. Has other nades. She's going to go for the fight here. Very risky. Again, you have this utility. You may as well make use of it. There's no point buying it if you're not going to go for it. So Flash goes out. She falls back. Juliana beginning to round the corner. That nade can be good, but she can't be caught with a nade in the hand. Look at the damage. Oh, Kelly mows him down. Uses the utility to great effect, but Vivo not watching the top of that train clearly.
She had a brilliant position, fell back from it before they pushed forward. Damage was being done from both sides, and the nades come out. Now, they will go for the bomb plant on the B bomb side, but they don't even need to move around. Candy, nice and easy, comes round, shoots him in the back, makes it work, and Singularity finally pick up a 3rd round. And look at all this across the board there.
Candy's picked up a free AWP off of that player. That's never something you want to do.
Yep, okay,
yeah, I'm very ready for this one now. That's never something you want to do. Candy with an AWP. 26 kills in the last map, if I recall. And that was a 16-5, if I'm right?
22 rounds.
Yeah, 16-5. Yeah, 6. Yeah, same thing. Ridiculous stuff either way. So Candy now on the AWP is going to be a threat. We have Vivo doing this again. Okay, no, they have a gun. We had a Glock in the previous game, and I was so confused. But now we have a gun. We have everyone on rifles, and there we go.
Candy going super aggressive. Prisoner's on there. If she gets this kill, that's a great start. Just fall back. Don't need to be over aggressive, and that gives Singularity the opening they wanted to come back into this. Juliana finds one though. She's able to reply. She's got to be careful. Candy's got that AWP. She's poised and ready, and they really need Cammy to be able to fire back here and do some damage.
At least Juliana got out of there, keeping it in a 4v4 for now. That was an important trade kill to come through. Very good. She managed to find that headshot. As now they are going to opt to go back towards the B-bomb site. Gabby and Pan already there, starting to make a bit of presence. But with that flash coming through, that just gives away the fact they're taking control towards the B halls. And Team Unknown may just rotate. Look at the positioning change. They go from connector to deep in the site. They're expecting it at this point. They won't fully rotate. And look at this, it's a fake. They're going to be running back towards the A-bomb site. Candy with the Molotov to try and deny that. She'll rotate off the back, but now they know it's not B because nothing's come down that ramp. So this Molotov has single-handedly shut down this round. Juliana going down in main, and Candy still holding the angle. She's going to mow them down. There's the first. Pan dead. Second one for Candy. Bond dropped, and the time is low, but it doesn't even matter. Everyone's dead. Singularity pick up the next round as well. Couple in a row means no reset.
2 AKs as well for the CT side. Singularity now gets the chance to actually build their economy. They've been pushed back for a while. They had a big deficit. It was 6-2. They've now got the previous 2 rounds to really start stacking it up here. And also, Candy, the triple kill, came up solid, took the AWP rush. Even with Cammy getting that final kill, it's just irrelevant. And again, this is the second time we've seen it. Viva go for the buy, and Cammy's like, well, I don't want anything because, but
now Gabby has a Glock.
Is it not an AK in spawn? Wow.
It doesn't cost anything to buy a PT50. Oh, my voice is cracked there. It doesn't cost anything to buy a PT50. Just someone should be dropping over PT50. Juliana has $1,000, you know. It'd be nice to see someone buy something, but ran out of buy time. Petro aggression towards the top of the train. Juliana, of course she hits that. Now the player advantage for Vivo, and that's a gun dropped quite close to main, which means Gabby could go get that potentially, but Candy's posted on the angle. If Gabby up in the B halls with the bomb, I mean, at this point, that's all she's good for. She's not going to get a kill with the Glock, so may as well just be that bomb carrier. Juliana again peeks main, but this time she won't get the same success. She goes down, so 4-on-4.
Still a winnable situation here for Singularity, no problems at all. Kelly's a little bit low, but it kind of evens out with the lack of weapons for Vivo. Now, Candy's been hitting shots. They need to try avoid her or get Cammy to take her down. Did she just see her on the train there? Surely she had a look. There we go. Cammy, nice and quick, manages to find Candy. That gives them a chance to come in. The low health of Kelly will get taken down. Illa only on the A site alone. Pans on top of it. This is really good from Vivo. They've managed to turn this around despite the lack of weaponry. The bomb plant will go down. It's only up to Kim, and surely she'll just save. Is she going to go for the 2v1?
She'll go for this. Of course, it's a 1v2. You can so easily win this if you just isolate this into 2 engagements. There's the first. She's going to miss the flick. And yeah, they can't afford it, but at the end of the day, they're eco regardless if they lose this round or save, so she may as well try. And
there we go. See, that's the better call.
If you're in the site and the bomb just goes down, you always try. Even if you're in a 1-on-4, you always try, because if you get a kill or 2 and they go your way, then suddenly you have 40 seconds left and you have a 1v2, and that's doable. But if you miss your opening shot, you give away your position, you waste 10 seconds, that's when you go for the save. No one ever saves when the bomb straight away goes down, unless there's literally no chance.
Or you do the smart thing and play off what you can buy into the next round, because their money's not that bad, so they can still have some sort of a buy. So keeping that AWP changes the game, giving that to Candy. Yeah. I'd say losing the AWP in that situation when you're not the main AWP, it's Kim doing it. There was no sense in going for it. That's how I would call it, because if you're playing the long game and Singularity need the rounds at this stage, they want to try and rack up a few more. This is the smart way to play it.
Well, you're right when they need the rounds, because this is 7-4 up to the Keyd side on T side train. A very, very good start here, considering we expected them to be the underdogs in this matchup. Again, we use the word expected because it's very hard to expect anything out of teams that don't have a lot of maps logged, but Gabby, she takes down the AWP on D. That's a big kill. Petra has a secondary AWP on the other side of the map for the very least, but Cammy's head's been spotted, and Illa's going to jump into it. Big mistake to make, because now Keyd have a player advantage, and while the second AWP's been picked up by Kim, we've still got Bazina sneaking in through smoke. She's wrapped CT. Although she didn't see Kelly, she's still got herself in a great position.
She can go anywhere.
Potentially take down these players on B, and you can already see the bomb gravitating towards the B bomb site. Bazina's going to sneak in from behind, and Vivo, they just need to wait on her. There's no way Team Unknown will expect this. So now as we wait for Bazina to come in, she should get this free kill on Kim. There's the shot. Now comes the execute. The bomb can go down, and this has got to be Keith's round, surely.
You're raging if you're on the CT side right now. How did they allow that to happen? Petra unable to do anything with her or Eva. Kelly the only one left alive just with a FAMAS in hand. And we're now sitting in a situation where it's literally just going to be an 8-4 scoreline, and Keyd are looking super strong. They've shown their stuff so far, and they've shown the confidence on train. This is a map that they obviously can play, and maybe with it being Singularity that they think, oh, okay, this is a game we can win. And the normal style we saw from the first game comes back out here from the Brazilians.
Yeah, I just think it must have been overpass at this point. This team's looking how they looked earlier up against Go Home. Just strong, confident, some nice executes. I commend the decision-making, stuff like this, like getting a player into CT spawn and just being able to do that on a whim is nice to see. So, yeah, I think it was just overpass, to be honest. Not only confidence, but also definitely not prepared on that map. Definitely didn't have any CT setups. And, T-side, we saw not a single execute. So as long as they don't play any more Inferno, if they carry on after this map, if they manage to take this victory and move to the playoffs, there's still a very good chance for them to do some damage. But, again, the...
You mean overpass, not Inferno, right?
Sorry, yeah, I mean...
I was about to say, the Inferno game was pretty good.
Yeah, no, sorry, thank you. Yeah, I think there's still a good chance. But obviously, they've got to win this game first, and that's no easy beast. Of course, Singularity down 4-8.
Yes, the thing is, it started off close, right? Like, you got it there up on the scoreboard. You can see it.
The
first 3, and then the buys came in. But then it started to fall apart, and they're only just about stringing a few rounds together now. It's starting to look a bit scary.
That it definitely is. And they know it as well. Pause coming in. Saved gun on Kelly. They shouldn't force around this. They've got lost bonus to work with.
I'm impressed by Cammy as well. Like, Cammy actually managing to come in and challenge Candy, considering the performance we saw Candy put up. That's an impressive way to do it. On a map like Train that lends itself to good AWPers, you'd think Candy would be shining just a little bit more.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly, on train, right? But Team Singularity definitely having issues currently on that CT side. Allowing that flank is just a timing-based thing completely. If she pushes, 5 seconds earlier, then, she's dead. But getting lucky on the timing, of course, still great execute on the round. And even if Vivo lose the next 3 and this goes 8-7, that's still a sick half, on the T side of train. And I don't think they're stopping here. I mean, obviously, look at the money. This should be a 9th without a doubt. And then we have the buy. Then if they win that, it's a 4th with 3,400 and kill bonus. So 4K max, really, for the final round of the half, which isn't enough on train. Especially not if you want to pull in that AWB again, going back to Candy.
Yeah.
The player on this map who we expect to step up.
I said it. We both said it, right? We expected this to be like a good AWP duel setup. You'd assume that Candy would be able to utilize it really well. Just the way she's been playing. Now, she's shown it already. We saw her push down Ivy, get them opening kills, play the aggressive peaks, catch them off guard a bit. But when it's come to challenging Cammy, it's been Cammy winning them duels multiple occasions now.
Definitely.
And the problem is as well for Singularity, because they haven't been able to get the money rolling, Candy isn't able to get the AWP as many times as she'd like. We saw on the scout and things like that in the forced rounds, and it just hasn't been good enough yet.
Things need to change for Team Unknown, but it's not going to happen for now because it's an AK and 4 USPs. 0 investment, those 4 players with 2K money. So there's no reason for them to buy, but they will get aggressive instead. Illa pushed all the way up. She's going to catch 1. Illa takes 2. It's actually Kim to take the second, but traded back at least. Brazina finds a double frag, and she's going to expect maybe more control here. But the gun's been grabbed, 2 of them in fact, but 1 of them's dropped. All on Candy now. May as well just save this gun to be realistic, but there's so much time left in the round. It wouldn't be too crazy to expect it to maybe try and take a one-on-one, catch this bomb crossing. They've seen her, though. They know exactly where she is. Juliana expecting the angle. Bomb going down. Juliana's dead. Now Candy, a doable 1v2. She knows that 1 player is on the site and the other one's up towards B, so can expect the pop dog rotation. That being said, these players are well equipped to deal with her and no reason to peek. She's got no kit, and they know it. Being on this fully co-round means that no one's going to be investing in a utility or kit, so Keyd are going to be expecting her to take these aggressive fights, and that's why their position's so passive, nowhere near the bomb, no need to be.
Ooh. Damage being done, Bizen has been tagged up, but she doesn't have to keep facing this, and well, Candy knows her days are numbered if she continues to try and fight this. Despite doing the early bit of damage there, she will just fall back, run and hide away. She doesn't want to take this fight. She will take that AK though through to the next round and maybe do some damage, but you've got to say, the push from B was pretty impressive to get them first 2 kills just with USPs and try and make it work. Now they've got good money. Candy can drop that over if someone wants to give her an AWP, but then no one's willing to go with no armor or utilities. They're going to play for the rifle game here. So maybe this is the change they need. Maybe they can make this work.
Certainly a possibility. We're going to need to see some proactive CT control, though, some aggression, maybe an Ivy push or a late round T-con take. Very easy to do with a pop flash, but already control towards the pop dog. That's going to be Pan taking down Illa early on. And yes, Petra pushes back in, but it's too late. No trade can come through. Keyd have already backed out of that position. There's no need for them to hold on to pop dog with 1 minute 30 left. They can retake that later in the round. Petra certainly looking to try and equalize that, but with no one giving them a chance, she's going to be instead looking towards main, and that's where Juliana is. Goes down. Molotov set up to try and keep Petra in this position. Pan rebounds that off the roof, but Petra's already out of the angle. It's going to be the AWP spotted in main. Need to go through, could do some good damage, but just misses. Petra instead got to worry about these 2 positions now. The rest of her team still split up. 1 player on B. And 1 at the back of Ivy as well. I mean, right now, the pressure really is on Keyd to find this next frag, because Unknown have all the control.
Petra's seen it. Didn't go for the shots. Cammy hasn't pushed further forward yet. Is she going to go for it with the AWP? She looks towards electric box, but Petra's able to find the kills. There was no need to push out just yet, especially as the bomb's going towards B. Candy's found 1 of her own as well, so it's 2v2, well 2v3 now, sorry, but Gabby's only got 5 health, just quickly taken down, and Singularity, they're managing to find their way back into this. Solid holds. Petra obviously coming up with the big kills, and she caused such a distraction there at Electric Box and Pop Dog that it really kept Vivo Keyd on their toes for quite a while in that position.
No real reason for Cammy to push out of that A main anyway, because they had the bomb on B, as you said. You know, they found the pick. Cammy got aggressive out of heaven, and then Vivo had that B site. If Cammy backs off or even just catches late, rotates, that's fine, but she just walks out on A when everyone's still posted on the angle. Candy again, a WP down Ivy, takes the first frag. She's been doing this round after round. And now on the last one of the CT side for them, she started things off with a bang. So Keyd got to be careful. Don't have an AWP to play with as well to counteract that of Singularities. But that was out of choice, not out of money. They've still got 2,000 to 3,000 left on some of these players. So no real excuse. They just chose not to have the AWP, which is a surprise considering, as you said, Cammy's been hitting her shots. Cammy's been out-dueling that of Candy.
But now we have it where there was such a good lead there for the T side. Now it's starting to be taken down just a little bit. Petra taking off Gabby. Nice and easy there as well. Had the little angle advantage as she comes around the corner. Cammy just sits in Candy's shot, not expecting it at all. Pan's going to hold back. Juliana's found one, but will she get anything else for it? They're lining up for Candy, and that's going to be nicely done. The 4 kill comes in, and this is what I mean. You actually give Candy an AWP. She does make it work, but it's because she's had it so little so far. But now a 9-6, that's a respectable end here, considering what it was 8-4. So to come back and get them last couple of rounds really gives them a good fighting chance now, swapping over to the second half.
Oh, for sure. But again, you've got to look at Keyd here. 9 rounds on the T side. That's a phenomenal T side regardless of the last couple, the outcome of the last couple. So moving over to the second half, they are definitely the ones with the advantage. If they can just carry on, they may be able to take this upset victory here. But again, they are on CT, and there's been a bit of a hole in their defense across all the maps. We will see if that continues. Fast towards the pop dog for Team Singularity and fast towards the A site. Smoke's already raining on over. Look at the boost. Cammy's got info, but she's not going to fight because they'll try and chase her anyway. Dink comes in. Kelly low. Candy takes the headshot instead. Now Gabby rotating in with one. Needs a second, and there it is. 2 for 2 as we're back into a 3-on-3 and bomb down here for Team Singularity. Pan going to find another shot. Wrapping around to the CT spawn, and she takes down Petra too. Communication delayed here for Team Singularity as now it's just one player left up, but do they know where she is? Kelly up in the heaven. Smoke on the bomb, they can stick it. She can't do anything without giving away a position. She doesn't know where they are. And Gabby will find it. So a bit of an unorthodox after-plant situation considering the bomb wasn't for her.
Yeah, how do you not know though? Where was the communication from the team? Why was she not told that's where the bomb was? Like, her position, that's not a winnable situation from that place. No. You can't play that with the win. And, well, a good comeback from Vivo. They took the early loss with Cammy going down in connector, and they just managed to push through it. Headshots galore, they made it work.
Now maybe a bit of a faster B approach here for Team Singularity. They're buying on the 3rd round of the half, so they can just eco this. Trying to get their way down ramp, but the Molotov will stop them, and already Juliana on the hunt. There's the bomb down. Full rotate can be applied, and it will be. We've got 4 players on the B site, and Juliana is dishing out damage to all of them. Candy and Kim.
I love that she's so smart. She just runs down. She doesn't even need to face. She knows it. 2 versus 5. And she had all the weaponry. She's also made the bank with the SMG. Perfectly played.
And there's nothing you can do here with the Glock and the PT-50. This round is over now for Team Singularity. If they can get damage, they can finish off this kill to Juliana, that'd be lovely. But realistically, we can't expect too much. Maybe the SK drop into Pop Dog. No, just 1 by 1. Oh, late SK drop into Pop Dog. There we go. Candy trades. Oh, sorry, Cammy trades. But as we said, round still good for KeydStars.
Randy, Candy, Cammy, close enough. We
all,
get there.
The Orpas had a very similar name, which doesn't help.
Same role, similar names. Going head to head.
And look who's winning.
Oh, yes. The unexpected moment as well. Well, maybe not so much unexpected, but more the unknown in many senses of the word at this stage, because Candy had such phenomenal games playing that AWP role. And now Keyd, they've come back into this, and they are doing it in style. Like, straight away, Pam gets the pick onto Petra. They're down 1 woman already, and you're in a situation where, despite Vivo not having maybe all the best guns, you've got 3 Famases on there. They've still got the advantage in utility. They've still got the advantage in actually being able to kind of outposition what Singularity are trying to do here. We see, once again, they're very split up. If one player goes down in this situation, the refrag potential is minimized.
Gabby's got to be careful, though. She spots in towards B, so the molly can go down. No rush here for Singularity, but now, with that molly gone, creates further problems. They can still push out later, but look at that rotation. Pan's already into the site, so she can hold on to Heaven. We can have Gabby underneath the ladder just holding on to the ramp, or vice versa, however you want to play it. And that will surely be a position for Heaven, because she's very exposed to it. She can keep her back fairly covered from ramp. Still a dangerous spot to hold Heaven from, because if they push down ramp and Gabby misses her shots, they can easily take down Pan. So a lot of, you got to rely on your teammate for this one, but With the third rotate coming in just to secure that heaven, that's going to be Cammy. This should be good enough, but she'll fall off back. 30 seconds left, and they're going to try and hit this B bomb site with limited utility, quite literally. It's just going to be Kelly leading out of heaven.
Pan starts with the kill onto Illa. Kelly, though, nicely done. Isn't aware that Gabby's below her. Will get taken out of the equation. 4 versus 2. Gabby in a good spot, trying to duck and dive. She gets stuck on the ladder, but her team's there to back her up. 12-6, a 6-round lead now for the Brazilian side, and the money on Singularity is incredibly weak. They're really going to struggle with this. They haven't been getting the bomb down, and Vivo KeydStars, they're looking to do this. They're looking to make it all the way through on Group A in 2nd place now, and if they keep this up, I'm genuinely worried what Singularity can do to come back from this, because they've shown good skill, but Train is not working for them so far. Juliana continuing to go further aggressive. Kills are coming across the board, and, well, again, Vivo, it's all their show. They're making it happen.
Yeah, nothing Kim can do here. 1v5 with the PT-50 is a slightly optimistic attempt, but Pan's been spotted. Damage done. Ooh, no reason for Pan to face anymore. She can just fall off. Got her entire team to take that kill.
Yeah. Save everything you can. Don't take any risk. It doesn't matter how far ahead you are. There's no need to push any further.
No, not at all. Ooh. Kim, come on, you can do it. 1 frag at the very least.
She's not been tagged down, though. She's managing to dodge bullets.
Oh, no. Really? She got that? Wow, that's impressive, but bit of a fluff from Vivo. It doesn't matter. It's only 1 player down, 13-6. And Team Singularity, another buy in, but Banks, if they lose this one, it will be 14 rounds, and they'll have no money. They'll have to force. If they get a bomb plant, they'll have enough to buy with utility, but without a bomb plant, their cash is going to be pretty terrible. So at the very least, they need a bomb plant, but to be honest, at 13-6, they need a round.
Yeah, this is the round that is a do or die for them, because you can't be fighting on match point. This is a good start, though. Candy taking a lot of damage, but does find the refrag. Puts it into a 4v3. Petra onto Gabby as well. And they did explode onto that A site. They've done the damage. They're going to get the bomb down as well. What can the last 2 CTs do as they start to push in? Juliana is backed up. They're coming from different angles around that bomb train.
Oh.
Illa
Nice.
does go down, was spotted out. She was aware of it. Petra's quite low as well, so it could all be on Kim again. 1 behind electric box, and well, Kim, she's looking towards them to come out. Petra's going to have to move from that position when the flames, well, they're not going to reach her. She's just avoiding it. Because Juliana's gone down. Cammy's there, finding 1 with 12 health and a dream, though. That's all it's going to be. Is she just going to run away and save? Surely, yes, that's what it's going to be. She knows she didn't have a chance to get it. She's going to run back over to the B site. A round secured for Singularity, and that seriously saves their behinds in many ways. But is it going to be enough?
Well, they've got to keep going because, again, you know, while it's a silver lining that they got a round, the issue is if Key get the next one, which they certainly have the money to do, it's going to be a hard reset. The money will be gone for Team Singularity, and that'll be again at 14 rounds. They have to force things up, so they need to just continue. They can't afford to give up this 14th round until they have an economy to fall back on. That'll be 2 or 3 rounds away. So
why though, when Singularity exploded onto a rush and it really caught Vivo off guard? Why do you not try something like that again? It doesn't have to be the exact same execute, but now you've slowed it back up. This is what wasn't working. Why have you fallen back into that bad habit? Cammy hits the shot again. And this is just her doing the same angle, the same position, and it works every time because they're trying to jump past their aim, and it's just not working. She's on point. She's hitting those shots.
And now Molotov straight into main. Isolates that bomb player, stops any trade from coming through. Ooh, Gabby getting wallbanged on B, re-peeking into the same angle. Down to 70 from 100, so not the worst damage, but still, you know, it's damage you can do without. However, with plenty of utility now for this B-bomb site on 2 of the players, Team Singularity setting up outside of it. But look at the push from Bazina. Look at her position. She's already starting to flank this B upper position. She's going to be all the way behind these guys. Or actually, sorry, she's back out into A main at least. Gabby going to shut down the first player. Bomb dropped down on lower. Second player coming out. Third as well. It's a mow down. The Key, they're going to go crazy over that ramp, and it's 14 rounds to 7. With no bomb plant, that's only limited money here for the T side. Reset coming through, as we said, and 14 rounds in, they have to force till the game's over.
I just don't understand that push. You all push through smoke from the same angle. what did you hope to achieve? The CTs have the advantage of seeing you through it. You're slightly delayed, and she was just able to mow them down from up high. Nothing special coming out there. These guys are just managing to make it work.
Yeah, Keyd coming in where it matters at least. 14-7. And a huge effort will be needed to pull this one back into a victory for Team Singularity. Pan's posted on the top of the train. She's got support as well from Juliana. So enough players to deal with this oncoming rush of pistols and the one Galil and Mach-10 that is in play. Smoke down, Molotov to follow as their T-smokes land. And while it's in front of the train, they still haven't covered connector because they only have one player outside of main to throw that utility. Orb is there. Cammy's rotated in. There's a good defense here from the CT side. Juliana in the heaven as well. Cammy needs to get this kill, but she gets overrun. Kelly dead. I'm sorry, finds it. Candy dead instead. Pan on the site. Got support from Juliana, but still CZ kills are coming in, and they're coming in hot. Team Singularity making this one close, but Gabby responding with 2 quick kills. Bomb dropped in the open, and last player on the site, it will be Illa. And a 1v2, she's being wrapped on the right side. Bazina, she's not going to be spotted. Bomb picked back up, and now they question, has she flanked? Is she still here? Illa just walking around deep towards the main. She needs to check her Olaf position. She does. It's going to be good. She catches one off guard. There's a free kill. But does she know where Gabby is now? Because she came from the pop dog, because she's not there anymore. Wrapping back towards the connector. I think Illa knows.
Gabby making her way through connector. It's a 1v1. She's got the advantage of all the utility and the health to play with. But Illa, she has the element of surprise. She will be able to work this out. But there's too many angles for Gabby to cover, and Illa sneaks around the side, will grab the AK as well, and a bit of utility off her dead body. It's something to work with going into this. 14-8, and Vivo, they can't find match point just yet.
No, and their money's not in the best of spots either. They will buy while they can. But still, that's created a lifeline now for Team Singularity. Rifles in here for Viva. And an AWP on Cammy. So actually, it's a pretty decent buy, all good things considered. Just lacking the Molotovs and anything other than just smokes. They throw in nades early. An aggression from Bazina down the Ivy. The issue is it came with a flash, so the T should know she's here. It doesn't matter. She gets a kill. If she could smoke her way out of this, that would be ridiculous. There's no way they should let her get away. Cammy even picks up a shot into A main, so that's another player dropped. 2 frags coming through. Nade to try and get Bazina out of this angle, try and take her down, but they won't be able to. Re-smoke can come through, and she can fall back later. She has all the time in the world with that support from Cammy's AWP. So Vivo, 2 players in the advantage, and Team Singularity all split up looking for individual picks. They have to win their gunfights here or this round is over.
Kelly in Pop Dog as the smoke starts to disappear. She will be seen if she does poke out. Pan's got a great angle and just taps away. Rips apart her head. Juliana on Illa as well, and it's just up to Kim. 1v5. Surely you just save it for that next round, because what do you really hope to achieve here?
Yeah, they got no loss bonus at this point, so...
You need it.
Yeah, saving this gun is way more worth than actually going for the 1v5 clutch. Kim, though, she's going to get pushed. Oh, nice shot. Does take down Gabby.
Ready for it.
Pretty prepared, but surely this isn't a round, right? They rotate one player to B, but Pan's going to be here in the pop. And there it is.
15th round secured. 1 round needed for the Brazilians to upset the balance here, or upset what people may have predicted going into this and taking a spot. They come from the South American region. They had like not an easy run to get here. Like there was a 1 close game, but the finals they took very convincingly. It was 16-0, 16-3 for their region. They got the qualifying spot. They've been boot camping for a couple of weeks before it, and they've been practicing non-stop, ready for this. This is their time to shine. They've got a point to prove, and it all comes down to what they can achieve on this round. Singularity only have pistols to play with. They explode onto the A site. Cammy, Pan, the shots are coming in. It's all raining in once again. The A site is being completely locked down. Petra does get 1 before it is all over. That'll be 16-8 here to finish this off. The Brazilians make it work. They make it happen. And they did it in such style. Like, I expected more from Singularity. I've got to be honest.
No, definitely.
So much more.
We already saw them perform very well earlier. You know, they've played 3 games today. So not only did they put up a lot of rounds versus Dignitas, who just destroyed KeydStars earlier, but also they took a pretty convincing win as well over the likes of eHome. So, yeah, coming into that game, you know, even if they were to lose it, I would have thought that would be closer. But great T side from the KeydStars girls. They looked fantastic over there, and then moving over, we just didn't really see any chance for Singularity to get the money together, or really get any no AWPs on the T side. That's always going to hold you back on train.
Cammy may have not put up like the hugest score, but she was so solid every
17
single
and
time
9.
with that.
That is
AWP.
a 6 score. She didn't die, Banks. She
Ooh,
didn't die.
I'd say
17 and 9.
So I read a little bit low, but
Yeah.
I mean, she held strong every single round, right? Her AWP was actually better than Candy's, and I didn't expect that when you looked at how Candy was playing. And it wasn't just on one map. Every map that we saw Singularity played, Candy was doing well. So when it came to it, I'm like, well, that's going to be a real problem if they can't shut down Candy. And then all of a sudden, Cammy comes out and she says, well, actually, no, I am going to do it. I know I can do it. And they played so smart. It was like Vivo took no risks, right? They'd get a peek and they'd fall back. They didn't want to overextend. You didn't see it where, oh, we're hungry. I'm going to hunt for all these kills and try and be like a top scoreboard. They played as a raw team. They played textbook Counter-Strike that works, and they deserve this second spot. They've made it to the playoffs. A huge accomplishment for this team.
Yeah, now not only in the finals of China at WSG, they'll be going obviously in just a couple of weeks, but also they're going to be in the playoffs of the Intel Challenge. That's a big not only prize money, but also, I was going to say, experience and a chance to play against some of the best female teams in the world. I think that is going to be what's happening next as well, because assuming Group B goes correctly, Rez should be coming out in first seed. That's how we all expect it.
Should be.
Should be, right? But then again, Singularity should have won that game. In theory,
anything can happen. Best of ones.
So, assuming Rez do get out in first seed, they should be matched up together, which is a big game, obviously. It's a difficult team to beat. And seeing how they crumble under pressure earlier on today,
you play Dignitas, you might be like, they're arguably first and second teams right here, and then you're going to play Rez, who are first and second team as well. You cannot afford, you have to take whatever happened in your Dignitas game and go, we're not doing that. We're doing complete opposite. We're bringing our game in, because you saw the scared play versus the confidence play in just comparison between these maps.
Yeah, but again, the pressure's off. Like you can make the argument the pressure's completely off. If you're going against the best female team in the world that's won the last 3 Intel challenges under, with the same 3-player core and a different org each time, you're not sitting there going, oh, this should be a game we win. You can just play your own game and just see what happens. At the end of the day, it's a learning experience. They're getting an opportunity that most teams don't get. And from an undeveloped region when it comes to CS, other than a couple of top teams that have sparked up in the last 2 years. Look, 2 years ago in CS:GO, there's been no top Brazilian teams. And in terms of the female scene, especially, South America is not a region where you look for female CS, but that has changed now. KeydStars #1.
I think it's more like, you see, it's just like the undiscovered talent, right? So I look at the Vivo lineup now, and they had no international experience before this event, right? They got the qualifiers for this and WSG. They've been convincing. They've shown that they can play now more maps than what we expected, right? Obviously, Overpass wasn't a strong one for them. They've come and done it here on Train. Now when they get to the best of 3s in the playoffs, whoever they do end up getting matched against, potentially Rez, then at least we get to see them get even further experience. Because playing against some of these best teams is the dream for them, right? It's like, okay, we can get even more prepared before further events across this year. But what a way for us to end out Group A, right? What a way to have it done. That is it from me and Hugo. We had a lot of fun, though. We got to do a good set of games to start the day off with. But we're going to be passing over to Jackie and Snods. And they will probably drop many "would you look at that" because they're comical in that way, and they think it's still funny. But we're above that meme at the moment.
We've moved on.
We've moved on. We're only 3 years ago, but we'll watch them meme and enjoy their way through it. So stay tuned, guys. These guys will be covering the rest of the game. 5 more games, and it's Group B. We get to see Rez in action finally with a new lineup. Potter, the main AWP, and CLG Red. It's going to be explosive, so don't go anywhere, and we will see you very soon.